Share something you haven't been able to literally can't say in real life or online under the protection of anonymity. Get it off your chest. You don't even have to explain it, either. I'm friends with a girl I find overly clingy, emotionally mentally draining, and downright insufferable to be around only because she often showers me with gifts. I don't think she has any idea that I'd have cut her out of my life long ago otherwise. I know I should feel guilty about it, but I don't. She's using me for emotional support. I'm using her for monetary gain. It's a fair trade. I'm a serial ghoster. I never mean it to happen, but when I feel that people expect anything from me, or if I did something that might make them not like me anymore, or even if I forgot to text call one day, I get super anxious and scared and proceed to shut myself in for days while having night terrors related to the person I'm ghosting, feeling like the scum of the earth and secretly hoping they will find me and punish me for being shitty to them. Yes, I'm seeing a therapist now. One time I accidentally spilled hot tea on my boyfriend, sat down too quick on the couch and it splashed up. As he screamed and writhed in pain, I couldn't help but laugh. I didn't even feel sorry for hurting him. I liked it. I had a hard time trying to hide my smile and apologize at the same time. Even as I type this, I have a huge smile on my face just thinking about it. I think I might be a sadist. I was a sex worker for around 6.5 years during and after college. I've probably had sex with several hundred people, possibly 1,000, but I can't be sure with the repeat callers. I moved town with my escort Osh to minimize the chances of bumping into former clients by accident, which was becoming a hassle, admittedly. I mean, they weren't dicks about it, for the most part, but it's like meeting your manager everywhere all the time and being reminded of work. I still read punter reviews occasionally. I had made a very good impression on the people that book girls from my agency, so now they occasionally reminisce about me in comparison with the new girls. It's not a nice job, though. I wouldn't do it again if I didn't have to. Then again, I didn't do it the first time without having to, so anyway, yeah, I would definitely not tell anyone about it unless there was incredibly good reason. My brother used my computer to look at foot fetish porn. He forgot to delete the history. I'm too mortified to confront him. Every few months or so I start to question if my bisexuality is really lesbianism. Every time I've come to terms with the fact that I'm most likely a lesbian, and I get around to coming out, people tell me I'm not gay because I've been with men for the last few years. I'm back to thinking I'm a lesbian and my best friend is a lesbian as well. I know she and I have feelings for one another, but we haven't acted on it because I've been in a relationship with a man for the past 9 or so months. I'm about to break up with my boyfriend because I snooped and now know too much. It isn't even about sex. This woman who is an idiot wrote that she will cuddle him until he falls asleep. Spent the whole night crying because that is the most important and intimate part of our relationship. Sex, again? Could have gotten over it. This? No. Not if he's encouraging her to say things like that. I'm going to have to tell him I know. I racked up $3k of PayPal debt from paying people to pick up my shifts at work. Mostly on really bad and busy days when my anxiety is through the roof and I know people will be extra shitty. My job took away time off flexibility they offered when I first started 3 years ago, and I don't qualify for family medical leave because ironically I haven't worked enough hours. My company also allowed people to start hustling co-workers for money to pick up, whereas before they weren't allowed to pick up for extra money. Now nobody picks up for free anymore, and here I am. I'm horrified at the debt, but I'm not sorry for it. I fucking hate my job, but the only thing I can do is keep my head afloat until this fall when I fulfill one of my dreams that only working through this company can I achieve. After that, I'm out. I'm sure there's a government job someplace where if the pay isn't good like my current, they'll at least have health insurance and I can apply to get my student debt forgiven after a few years. I'd love to have a job I love where I'm actually fulfilled attending to and don't dread it. I constantly think about a co-worker of mine. It's really sad and pretty pathetic, but my husband is a total shithead whom I can't leave because we have kids. He doesn't work and he doesn't want to. He doesn't allow me to leave the house. He's reckless with our money, possessive and a bit of an arc. Well, this guy is always super nice, funny, cute, and we share a lot of the same interests, and he actually has a drive in life and goals. I've just developed a huge crush on him, but I am never planning to act on it unless we both end up divorced or something, lol. I've been trying to be around him less at work since I keep getting kinda flustered around him, but we somehow always end up chatting for a long time and later I can't get him out of my mind. Ugh, I fucking hate it. I voted for Trump. I'm not proud of this, but yeah. It was an odd time in my life. I don't really like my cats anymore. They are cute and all, but also so annoying. We got a new cat after my old one died, and TBH, she was the sweetest cat of all time. She would always come and sleep at my side even when I went to sleep. Anyways, the new cat we have is really annoying. She talks all the time for no reason. She'll wake me up at 3 in the morning because she demands to get pet. She is only 1 year old, so she has lots of energy that gets tiring for me. She and the other cat fight constantly, which is annoying as well. I'll move out soon and I'm glad I don't have to take them. They'll stay with my mom. I still like them but also very tired of them. When I was 14 I lied about being sexually abused. I didn't name names or get anyone in trouble or anything. I was in the hospital and felt like the trauma I did go through wasn't bad enough to justify my mental state, so I lied. I never mentioned it again to anyone and refused to answer anything about it. I feel so guilty, but because it literally never came up again I'd feel like a fucking idiot, to be honest now. The only person I feel inclined to tell is my mother, but I'm too much of a wimp. I think my shoplifting habit is relapsing, oddly enough. When I was a teenager, I just used to steal normal shit teen girls steal. Makeup, clothes, hair products, lingerie, games, movies, CDs, jewelry and craft stuff. I've even taken trips to different cities with friends, such as Key West, Houston, Denver, and Ontario, just to spend the day stealing. Only nearly got caught several times. Got caught once, but only because I was 14 and was dumb as shit. Was being super obvious about it and they let me off the hook since it was 2 AM and it was under $20. I've traveled to tiny, underpopulation of 900 type towns and stole. Since I find them easy to steal from, I've stolen shit from construction sites, like cones, signs and stoplights, those flag things they put in the ground. When I go to restaurants or shops and they have air fresheners in the bathroom or cleaners, I take those, or forks and stuff. It's gotten to a point where I have trouble leaving places without stealing. However, I have never, nor do I want to steal from a person direct. I had a sex dream about Logan Paul last night. I found him repulsive before and still do, but it was kinda hot. Obvious secret, because if I told anyone, they would never let me live it down.